Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi Live Loading. In this episode, I want to explore few of ways we can kind of design kind of like architecture kind of floor plan. Let's say you have like a floor plan or floor map of a building, and you want to quickly turn this into a 3D. There are actually many ways to do this using Blender. And I know there's the fact that there's an add-on called Archy. Let me check real quick. Archimesh right here, and this add-on can help you to quickly turn the floor map. I'll show you this real quick, but I'm thinking maybe we can also use Sverchok and grease pencil and to kind of quickly. It's not like fully accurately to make the floor and the building, but then I think this is kind of interesting anyway to explore. So let's just get started. I know there's one way to do this. You can perhaps start with a cube if you are just using Blender without any add-on, and you want to model the floor plan. You can, for example, go to Edit mode, hit Tab, and then merge this into a single point, and then you go to the top view and then view orthographic, and you kind of start extruding the points, something like this. I'm kind of just like drawing this in the freeform kind of way. This is probably not the most accurate, but this can work as well. And then you get this edges profile, and you simply perhaps just extrude it up and use solidify for thickness. So this is probably one way you can approach it. Maybe not the best, not the most perfect way to do this, but still this can work. And the Archimesh version, if I turn on the add-on, this comes with any Blender program. I think the latest one. Not sure if this is gonna be in every Blender in the future, but you have it right now for Blender 2.78C. Once you turn this on, you can actually check the tutorial for Archimesh, but you basically have this additional tab, and if you want to start to draw the floor map, you can simply click on room, and you will get this single wall, and you can start drawing the wall. And I like this way of working as well. So click on this tab and then look at it. There is this another properties for room, and you can actually kind of start drawing, and you can kind of play around with it, and you start to see it draws things kind of procedurally. So by default you have one number of walls. Let me actually collapse this real quick. So item, room, display, just leave it as it is, room. So you have wall number 1 with length of 1. You can go minus to go to another directions, and then you can add more walls. The second wall's kind of like at the sharp edges, I think 90-degree angle, and then you can adjust the length. You can go to advanced mode and kind of give it a different angle, and then continue on. You can add more walls. So this is kind of intuitive. Actually, this is very nice example of procedural workflow while giving the user control for everything. Basically, the user always go back, and this is very, very clear, very nicely designed actually. You can continue on, maybe try to close this. So that's the wall. Okay, you can go negative. You can give more walls, give it a length, more. This one can go minus. Another one. So there's all kind of this architectural language. I'm not an architect myself, but this is a very interesting setup there, and you can quickly generate a room basically. So that's nice. Feel free to explore this, but anyway, I will try to do this the same thing using Sverchok and grease pencil. So my way of to do that, probably to start with the grease pencil. That's the easiest way to do it. Go to the compositing, Sverchok, new, and go to the top view and orthographic, and let's quickly draw a room. So I'm just gonna do it freehandly. So I'm not gonna draw the room in one stroke, but it's more like a multiple stroke, something like this. And for this example, I'm not going to do like a too complex of a room. Everything is gonna be like a sharp corner like this. There is no rounded bits. So let's say my room is gonna look something like this, and I can still probably erase this part, makes a little bit of changes. But anyway, maybe this is my room, and then I'm gonna save it. So this is grease pencil and floor map. Still a proof of concept, maybe not the most intuitive way to do this. But anyway, so each grease pencil strokes is a separate strokes, and that's gonna be the wall for this room. And we can use Sverchok to create the floor, to create the wall, and then maybe the ceiling as well. So let's just jump into Sverchok, and then we know that if you use Control and space, you have this way to turn grease pencil, to resample grease pencil into outline. So we're gonna grab our grease pencil, and that's what we have. Pick a frame that's more intuitive, and then you have the control over the sampling value right here. Let's see. Sometimes I need to do like a refresh or something. Let's do this again. Control spacebar, grease pencil, select our grease pencil layer. There you go. So this is a quick way to do resampling. We know the fact that each of the stroke is actually separate. For our case, really every stroke should be just like 2 points. So we don't need to have all this range float and then path length. We can delete all this. Delete this 4. Delete, and then simply replace this interpolation thing with the range float count of 2 between 0 and 1. There you go. So for each stroke, it's going to be just 2 points. You can check it using viewer index. You can see it's actually just 0 and 1 for each strokes. And the next thing we can do is to mesh join and remove doubles. This way we can have just a single outline for our floor. We might need to play around with the distance here. I will use viewer index to be very clear. So I'll increase the distance, and you can see 0, 1, 2. So there is this one that's not connected. I need to increase it a little bit more. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this one happens to be in order, so it's quite nicely in order. Sometimes if you draw the stroke like randomly, you might not get the things in order. So you need to be careful if you do that. There's like a slightly different twist to this, but this is like the ideal way. If you are drawing every strokes properly, you know, you will get a nice final result here. And you can simply do the extrusion, extrude edges, for example, and you're gonna have like a kind of like a room. For extrude edges, you actually need this matrices input, matrices data. I think this can be simplified, you know, just simple extrusion up. But anyway, you just use a vector and push it up. And there you go. You have like some kind of room. So grease pencil strokes, and if you draw it properly, you're gonna get this. For now, if we are drawing like a freeform, like we want to write blend. Oops. Okay, just keep it simple. So few strokes, update it, and we should have our room there. So yeah, that's actually the whole idea. There is maybe like a few gotchas if you find along the way, but this is a start. And so extrude edge, you can actually add a bevel somewhere here to give it more control. So vertices and edges goes into the bevel. And with bevel, if I'm not wrong, you can also mask it. Oh no, you cannot mask it yet. So extrude edges, bevel edges. What is that? Polygon. Vertex only. Okay, vertex only works. So that's if you want to add a rounded corner. If I'm not wrong, this bevel edges is kind of like a way to mask, so you don't do the rounded for every edges. Maybe you want to specify the edges that you want to have rounded edges for. But anyhow, so there you go. That's the design there. And if you want to give a solidify, you can add some thickness, vertices, and polygon. So there you go. It's not super perfect. Sometimes you get this weirdness. Or you can use the extrude. Polygon. I actually prefer the solidify, but polygon extrude, maybe extrude separate faces, extrude region, maybe extrude region along the normal. Scale 1, height. So this is, so where is the normal? Oh, okay, this is, probably this is not gonna work actually by the matrix. Yeah, I think Solidify should actually do a better job for this. Thickness, maybe we need to do like a remove double or something somewhere. But if you have like a all hard edges corner like that, this will work pretty nicely. Like so. So yeah, this is just like a, like I said, just a proof of concept, just another way you want to approach this floor map, floor plan creations. Maybe it can go beyond like a for architecture purpose. I don't know. I think this is pretty cool. Anyway, to share with you guys. Let me know what you think. Yeah, so this is just me trying to invent like a rethink another way you can approach this problem, how we can draw the floor. But I still like the Archy mesh thing. Where is it? Archimesh Add-On. This add-on is really cool. I think you can work really accurately with this, and then also it's very intuitive. The whole thing is kind of like procedural, but then everything is set up very nicely. Or you can go more freeform with this grease pencil. You know, just draw multiple strokes, and you can get something like this very quickly. I'll give you a quick demo once again. So that's the top view. Let's write something else. No, I can't write. Man, I have to relearn this Mandarin stuff. I think this is how we do it. I think that means I or something, or father. Oh well, but anyway, it's grease pencil, another grease pencil and Sverchok kind of combo, and that's the whole setup here. And I will give it to you. So this is like a floor plan, maybe. So thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.